Okay, I'm going to see how this records. Sometimes it's been cutting off for me, so I don't know if it's going to let me get this all done. I had a question that first appeared on No Longer Baha'i, and then basically they were asking me, like, so what exactly happened, because you didn't really say. And no, I don't, because unless somebody asks me, usually I have been keeping it quite much, under, not totally private, but I would usually more answer, like in private message, or, only unless I've been corresponding with them a lot, because I feel what I'm saying is, something I don't just want to jump to, is the best way I could put it. So, when this person had asked me, I suggested, well, I have this other channel. Would you like to just go and see 3 videos, the first 3 ones that are on there, they're all about, Muhammad, that came from Yusuf, and then this other one that I made, all about Aisha. Okay. So, they were kind enough to watch the videos, and here's what they wrote me. Okay, well, I watched those videos, but I still don't understand. I don't know if it's my inability to understand, or you're not explaining your videos clearly. I'm just really curious. What does Aisha and Muhammad have to do with not being able to be a Baha'i, or understand, or whatever? Just can clearly explain from my understanding, please and thank you. Alright, well, thank you. Alright, so here's what I'll try to say. And I was talking about this in another video that I just did today. And part of it has to do with in the conversation, that there's the benefit to having, as an explanation, progressive revelation. And that because I'm no longer Baha'i, and I don't hold that as a reason for things happening in the universe at all anymore, that can't be my explanation. Now, that is not to say that people who aren't Baha'i can't hold that value or that idea. It's not that it's not, it can be independent from, Baha'is or non-Baha'is. But when you are Baha'i, that is generally the concept that would come to mind most quickly when considering, similarity of revelations before and after, and then now in answering this question. The reason being, whatever you saw in those videos, those 3 from Yusuf, about the nature of Muhammad, when I saw them, maybe I should just absolutely do a vlog about what happened when I saw them. It's a short story. If you watch the 3rd one that I made, Aisha, it was so important to me to make sure that I was in no way connected with anything having to do with that. So if that makes sense, or if you want me to go more into depth with it, I'm happy to. But what I'm saying is that I knew from that, and not only this, but this was, like I could say, one of the larger links in the chain that, broke away for me, is that not being able to accept Muhammad as a messenger meant that Baha'u'llah's message was no longer applicable to me, in my understanding and experience and everything about that. So that's why I couldn't think of myself as a Baha'i anymore, or want to be Baha'i, or associate myself with it, because there was too much that was unaccounted for in ways that I didn't like the answers that I came up with, because when I researched, it was far too disturbing. And I didn't want to have any connection to that. And that meant that I had to give up Baha'u'llah as well. And that's how that went. Does that mean that I have to give up Buddha and Krishna? And yeah, they are part of that as well. And as far as, do I have to give them up? Not in the same way that as a Baha'i I had to give up Baha'u'llah, because I could no longer say, because he's building his message, on the one previous, that I could abide by that. But I still can definitely look at, like, the Vedas or the Bhagavad Gita's as really beautiful poetry. Or just anything that I've learned that the Buddha has said. Things that are true and correct can be that way without them being a messenger, so I can enjoy those in that way. So I hope that makes a little sense better. I hope I've been more clear. And yeah, if you have any more questions, I really appreciate getting emails and getting to interact with you. And look forward to talking with you next time. My blessings.